made the world turn what happened to me. It's not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
Love that shit. What a family, I'm telling you, baby. Nothing warms my heart, baby, more than when I come in here and start this show and I see everybody saying hello to each other. That's family, baby. I'm telling you, right from the heart, baby. That makes me proud. That makes me so proud every time I come in here.
Chance I get, you can't change nothing if you don't do that.
That's right, baby.
I pay my taxes even when it hurts.
That's what the job requires, baby. Keep plugging away. Anyway, just so you know. Oh.
On the Blue Dot Live show are strictly those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect those of the Blue Dot family in its entirety.
That's right.
We are not experts on the topics we discuss, nor are we journalists. We are simply concerned citizens trying to find sanity in an increasingly insane world. We urge you to listen, read, and view as many different sources as you can to keep up with the shit show of American politics. Form your own opinions. Take what you like and leave the rest. Just remember to vote like your life depends on it, because it does.
Because it does, baby. Indeed. Hey, guess what? It's Thursday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. Oh, I'm cranking, baby. I'm feeling good. Y'all made me feel. Dorothy Tyndall was first one to jump in, followed by Jeanette Miller. Bart Larson is here. That smart-ass Squaw Martha's in the room, so y'all mind your P's and Q's. The remixtress is with us. Thank you very much. Nancy Halverson, Bart Larson, Bruce Preston, thank you for being here. Michael Johnson, hey, KY, how you doing, brother? Let me see. Jeff Curry is in the room. Trudy Baxter, thank you for being here, baby. Deborah Douglas, Randy Peterson, whew, baking big, huh? No shit. 102 on my porch today with a heat index of 120. Yeah, I didn't spend too much time out there doing my video today, buddy. Anyway, I'm glad you're here, brother. Love you much. Bruce Preston, Barlight, let me see. Dorothy Kelly, Deborah Kelly, I'm sorry, can't read. Robin Arnold, thank you, from Southern California, desert, baby, coming on in. The water's fine. Anyway, let me jump on down here. Kelly Clark, Karen Van Wyck, oh, Jesus. I have an eternal list of things to do. Sonia C is here. Let me see, jump on down here. BW is here. I'm trying to catch up with the chat, baby. Y'all are, Carolyn and John Majesco, Lady Freedom is here. Jorge Tirebiter. Hey, how you doing, Jorge? Anyway, it is Thursday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting, and I don't know if you've noticed anything, but hey, I got a new shirt, baby. I like this one. This is a shirt. Finally, someone who is not afraid of 45, and it said, proud member of the Jack Smith fan club. I mean, I love it. Are you shitting me? Yes, it brings out a little attention. This was sent to me by Tamara Harrington and up in Park Ridge, Illinois. And Tammy, thank you so much. I didn't know if you're in here or not. I don't know if you're there. I hope you see this or later. She sent a beautiful card, and she said she hit the friend lotto, baby. No, you missed it by one, baby. I got the Powerball. I'm the lucky one. I'm the lucky one in this family. but she sent a very tender note, and I appreciate her for that. And it never passes my mind, like I said, anything I get from Tamara Harrington is also, I look at it as a gift from Connie Burnett. They were the original Blue Dot Sisters before we lost Connie, and so I never think of Tamara by herself. And so Tamara, thank you, baby. You stay in my heart all the time. I appreciate you so much. Anyway, I love the shirt. Anyway, what's going on in the news? Huh? Well, lots of shit, from insurrection to a court for sale. How you like that shit with Clarence Thomas, man? He's back in the news again, because, you know, Clarence Thomas, you know, why wouldn't he be in the news? Evidently, he's for sale. He's got the rest of the court for sale, I guess. But the story coming out of ProPublica I read today, outlining 30 years of this man accepting extravagant gifts and super good deals, baby. It does. It makes you look at it at the court in a different light. You're seeing it through a different paradigm. Just things change when you're knowledgeable, when you're informed, and that's always what we want you to be, is informed and knowledgeable. Anyway, Bernadette, how are you doing?
Not as good as Thomas.
No, boy. He's having a grand time, ain't he?
Okay.
Apparently. Hi, Mr. Chick.
30 years, man. 30 years.
30 years of that shit. Come on, man. Really? And yeah. It's really...
At least 38 destination vacations. That's more than one a year. He had a couple extra in there.
Looks like something he could keep counting on a regular basis
I've
here.
not ever gotten one a year.
Every fucking summer he gets a paid vacation.
Now, they say, oh, we didn't have anything in front of the court. Are you shitting me? The bending over the court over the last 30 years, look at what that has brought us. And the one that really pisses me off is, what do you think that money bought? It bought Citizens United, is what that money bought. Because that allowed more money to be played. So, hey, how y'all
You gotta
like...
look at those three top names there and what those three top names do.
Yes.
Or did.
Yeah. Well, you know, Harlem Crow is still
trust
there.
me, they didn't have to have business in front of the court. Whatever the court decides for business would benefit their ass.
Yes.
Yep.
It was about the direction of the court.
Yes.
You know, it wasn't about a specific case in front of the court. It was bending it, you know,
yes,
in a certain direction against the American people, because every decision we talk about.
Now, huh?
Yeah. Well, what do you think he's going to do? You think he's going to do shit? You think he'd resign like he should? No, he's not going to do that. He's going to play this out all the way. Besides
Absolutely.
that,
because they don't have an ethics code, so he don't have to give up nothing.
So is he just playing like Trump of the court?
Yep.
Is that what he's doing?
That's basically it. It
I'll
was
just
a
make it up
perfectly
and
good
go
bribe.
with it.
He's got it better than Trump. Trump has to pay fucking bills. He ain't got to pay for shit.
Nothing. Why should he even have to worry about his salary? You know, and he moaned about that.
His salary.
He don't got to buy nothing.
Hello.
Yeah. Well,
But he doesn't have to be ethical.
evidently not. Evidently not. And who's the other one? Is it Alito that has been challenged? I think also with some of his acceptance of shit.
Yes, it is Alito.
Yeah. So what does that make the court
And
look
you know
like?
what? I really wouldn't be surprised if Robert is in there too somewhere.
And you know what? This is what I think. What I talked about just popped in my head. What we talked about the other day, I think, is a prime example. Now, this barely went through the Supreme Court with a 5-4 decision on ghost guns. And thank goodness we had a 5-4 decision. And the Supreme Court blocked the lower court's ruling that, hey, just go willy-nilly with the shit. But it was a 5-4 decision. What pissed me off was the 4. Because anybody with common sense and knowledge knows you're talking about weapons here. And 4 of our Supreme Court justices are going to sit up there and say, oh, well, you haven't put it together yet, so it's not a gun. Kiss my ass. How ignorant can you be? And that is a result of what we see the conservative
But
money
it's
in the
nothing
court
but a
doing.
gun. What's the difference?
Huh?
It's specifically for a gun,
Yes.
not for anything else.
Yes. And again, all they're asking for is that we put serial numbers on the parts. So when you bit the plan, print it out at your home little print machine there, it prints a serial number on the damn thing. And then it's traceable. We can find out where this thing came from, who has it. But no. 4 of the justices said no to that.
Yeah.
So that is the influence of UC.
Alito, Thomas,
Yeah.
Kavanaugh, and the
Yeah.
one that
Oh, I have a
took
list here.
Garland's spot.
Yeah. Thomas, Alito,
You know, John,
Gorsuch,
I heard
and
a
Kavanaugh.
story. I heard a story about, I think it was Justice Kagan,
Yes.
that someone, when she first became a Supreme Court judge, someone tried to give her a basket of bagels as a gift, and she refused them because she didn't think that was appropriate.
Bagels. A bag of bagels. No, I can't do
A
that.
bag of bagels.
Well, Thomas got us hand out there for a sack of gold going, yep, that's the right price.
Thomas is getting yacht vacations, paid for.
You know, you stack Clarence Thomas's problems with accepting bribes, evidently, and link that with his wife's ability to latch onto Donnie's ass and suck as much as she can.
And supporting the
Yes.
January 6th insurrection.
Insurrectionist. Indeed. Oh, that's cooking. That's cooking. You know what? Right before the show, I was getting ready and looking at reading stuff, and I stumbled across MSNBC Morning Joe was talking about Kenneth Chesebro. He's the lawyer, that wrote the plan. Hey, we got a plan here. And he admits in his plan that they weren't seeking, to challenge the election on anything that would survive the Supreme Court. They just wanted to delay and cause chaos. That's what they wanted to do, and that was the plan. And
in hopes that the courts would come back in favor of Trump.
Yeah. Part of it says Kenneth Chesebro is a Trump lawyer and one of the co-conspirators identified but not charged in the Justice Department's most recent indictment. In this newly reported memo, Chesebro outlines the fake elector scheme, a plot hinging on the incorrect claim that former Vice President Mike Pence had the power to block the certification of the states on January 6th and install a fraudulent. That was the plan. This wasn't about having a scheme that worked. It was about creating chaos and delay. We didn't care if the plan worked. That wasn't the plan.
Stir the pot.
In fact, him and Eastman knew it wasn't going to work.
It would not survive a challenge because what they were proposing was bullshit.
That wasn't the point.
No.
See, Trump is sitting out there talking about First Amendment, and it's not his words that they're challenging. It's these actions.
The actions
that
they
took. Put into play.
Yes.
The sending of the memos, the challenging of the fake electors, and.
But you know, it works for him. It works for the Republican Party because you can see the evidence of that in Utah with this guy that just got, well, I got to say it this way, unalive by the FBI because he had made threatening posts online about making harm to the president. The president's coming to that state. Yeah.
Just over the weekend, Trump was doing a rally calling for this shit, calling people out.
That's who he is talking to. Is that guy that showed up at the Gilly shooting gun? That's his man. And that's what the danger is.
And did exactly what he.
Yes.
And this was a 70-year-old man.
Oh yeah, this is not some young kid that don't know. Yeah. No, this is somebody who drank the Kool-Aid, all the ice cubes, everything, swallowed it down, asked for more. You know, it's beyond me to understand, to comprehend.
And he got unalive for his favorite leader.
I like that, Don Cheeto. Hello, fellow legitimate, definitely not fake electors. Yeah, that's how the meeting started. Yeah. You know, that's the danger, and the danger has not gone away. The danger is still here. And he's still pumping it out there,
because
you know.
there's more people out there like him
Yes. Hello,
that
Joe.
are true diehards
How you doing,
for
John?
this ass.
I'm doing.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, everybody.
How's Maria?
I took her to the optometrist today. She had some blood vessels burst in her eyes.
Yeah.
Doctor says that it's okay. Everything's okay. It's because, she works in the bakery. She sticks her head in the oven
All the
and
time.
it dries her eyes out.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that stuff, buddy. We'll give her our best.
I will.
And,
I will. She's just about.
You just do
that
your
level.
job. You know what you got to do.
I do what I
There
gotta
you go,
do.
buddy. We know.
But she's on vacation right now. Last night was her last night,
Okay.
so she's gonna take a week off, and I'm gonna pamper my baby.
That's what we do.
Right
Joe.
on. Well,
That's what we do.
healing blessings to her,
Put her
Joe.
little feet up on a
Thank you.
pillow and make her some cookies.
Oh,
Oh, well, I'm not good at that. You know what? I tried cooking some cinnamon rolls the other day, and I
oh,
burnt them.
yeah.
I burnt them.
You know she
Joe,
cooks for a
here's how
living,
you
right?
do
She
it.
knows what you're doing.
I mean,
You-
I'm good. I'm good.
She's
at
gonna
other people.
smile and eat it, Joe. That's yes. Thank you, honey.
Joe,
This
this
is
is how
wonderful.
you cook cinnamon rolls. You say, honey, I'm going to go and I'll be right back. You don't move. And then you go to the store and you buy some cinnamon
That's
rolls.
right. You go to the
Then
H&E
you warm
bakery,
them
get the
up in the
cinnamon rolls,
oven.
and then
Yeah.
come out with a towel over your shoulder, going, "Boy, howdy, that was hard."
Don't forget to throw the flour on your face
There you
before you
Yes.
come out.
A little sprinkle of sweat and some flour, you're all good.
Anyway,
That sounds like a plan. But
There you
anyway,
go.
go ahead, Joe.
what's it gonna take? What's it gonna take to make that illegitimate Supreme Court legitimate?
don't know.
To expand the court, and
We
I
can
don't.
expand the
That
court.
doesn't guarantee it legitimizes the court. We're just trying to equalize it. Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Plus,
with the
we
9-3
need-
court with actions like they've been demonstrating. No,
Yes.
it's not.
Plus, now, who can impeach a Supreme Court justice? The Congress, right?
Congress.
Congress can.
Yes.
We need to take over the Congress.
There's the plan, Joe. You hit the nail on the head right there because you think the Republican Congress is going to take this issue up. No.
Nope.
I just
we need to
watched the
take
guy.
over the Congress,
Yeah.
and we need to play the same game they are.
And we need to
We-
hold the Senate,
we-
baby. It's all about elections. All about
Right.
the elections and state by state, baby.
We impeach the guys that are taking money for their vote, and get rid of them and put people who are honest.
That's a long-term goal, but that's what we need to work towards. buddy.
Well,
Yes, and
finding honest people to run in the first
There you
place
go.
is going to be a
Ding,
little
ding, ding,
difficult.
ding.
Okay.
well,
That's what this
you know-
country needs is somebody who's going to work for the people, and not
How
in
about
this.
we put in more progressives?
Indeed,
Mm-hmm.
because you know
Right.
what about progressives? They're working for the people, baby.
Yeah.
Let's allow Johnny Fly to get in here. Johnny Fly,
Johnny Fly.
Hey everybody.
how you doing, brother?
Hey, Johnny.
Oh, little tired for the
Oh.
last 2 weeks, but other than that,
Well, that's why we're here, is to cheer you up and then give you a little bit of a adrenaline rush. You know,
yeah, that'll work.
that'll work.
No, the doctor called me this morning and said, well, I have it scheduled the 30th of August. But this has been
That's-
crazy. She goes, the nurse goes to me, well, how are you feeling? I said, I don't know if you want to know.
Well, that's funny. I got a call from my doctor this morning, Johnny Fly.
Really?
I surely
You're
did.
on
I had
time.
went to the doctor on yesterday, and showed him my leg, and I went, "Hey, doc, look at that shit." Doc went, "Oh, that's some shit,"
Oh,
and they wanted to get me in quick, so he called me this morning. I have an appointment for Monday morning to get in the
Make sure you go to it,
cut this thing off my leg. And
Yeah.
have it tested.
And then they're gonna look at it. Yeah, they're gonna look
They
at it.
really don't have to look much. It's pretty well obvious what it is from, doctor had one of these things it's like a little iPad, has a little camera on it, and he just lays that thing right on top of your skin. It focuses and poop, takes a little picture. Now he has a very close-up picture that he can expand. Yeah. You tell them
Wow.
good.
Well, that's a privilege.
Yeah,
I
I
have.
know.
That's
I know
not
what it is,
Star Trek
and
shit.
it is what it
Hey,
is. It's
I wanted to mention, John, what did you? I'm still in shock. Uh, the island of Maui. What the hell's
what
going
Yes.
Oh
on
yeah.
that
there?
talk about
Really?
devastating.
Lahaina
Yeah.
is, the whole
Lahaina is
town has
gone.
been
So
devastated.
that Lahaina and all that area. My friend who was living there then, he gave me a whole tour of the island. It only takes like so many hours and you're done.
Yeah,
But I mean, it could be when there's a section of the island where the wind blows out of the west all the time. But
yeah.
I think
Trade
they
winds.
said it's Hurricane Doreen or something that's responsible
Hmm.
for the wind.
No, I was
But
You
stationed
hear a
there
lot
for a
of
while.
how did
you
it
hear a
Who
lot of
start?
doesn't love
fire.
Hawaii? It was
I don't
gorgeous.
think they know how it started yet. They're still
And you
trying
know
to
what?
figure
That's the
that out.
one conversation going around I have not heard the answer to is how did the fire start? I don't know. But with 80-mile-an-hour winds, it could be something as simple as somebody burning trash in
I
one
think that
piece
they
blew
were
off.
having a wildfire over
Uh,
there, and then the winds came.
Hmm.
That's rough, baby. This is rough. I mean, at the
Well, I
height
hope
of the
my
fire,
friend
there
made
were
it.
still plane loads of tourists landing on the island.
Yes.
Well, I
Yeah.
hope
You know,
my friend lives over there. I hope he made it up.
we hope
He
I
every
hope
we
my
usually,
hope
friend did
everybody
too.
did, but there we
Yeah.
know the estimate now is over 40
A lot of people
have
lost their
lost their
homes.
lives. So
Yeah, 36 people dead last time I looked at it.
yeah,
that's what I heard too.
Was it about 12 people jumped in the ocean to
yeah,
try to get away?
yes, there were people
Yeah.
having to
Yeah.
jump into the water to get away from the flames. I mean, it's devastating, and thank goodness
But
Joe Biden has already stepped up, signed the declaration of a disaster declaration. So and
Well,
and if,
thank God we have him in as
well,
president,
thank
John.
goodness we have the
Thank
people,
God.
citizens on the ground that they were showing video of people. They put out the word that they needed stuff. Well, the people that haven't been affected have been showing up at droves, coming in with
Yeah.
water and groceries and offers of places for people to stay. Uh, it warms the heart to see fellow citizens step up and do the right thing.
They've also asked that people who had vacations planned to be at hotels on any of the other islands that they please maybe not come so that they can house these
Yes,
people at the motel.
Yeah.
yes, because
absolutely.
there's
Come
just
on, there's a crisis going on there.
Yeah.
Your vacation can be postponed or,
yeah,
Yeah.
or give it a sidetrack. Have you been to Disney World lately or Disneyland?
hey,
You know,
have any of you guys ever thought about building a skiff in your house?
Oh,
Skip.
what?
a skiff.
A
You
skiff.
mean a secure location to discuss crimes?
Yeah, yeah,
That kind of
a
skiff?
skiff.
You
Yeah.
mean
Is that
like,
like the cone of
oh, wait a minute,
silence?
what's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. Used to be oh man, head of the EPA, Scott Pruitt. Scott Pruitt, that's what Scott Pruitt did when he took over the EPA.
He wanted to build a skiff in his office. In
Yes,
fact, he did.
he
didn't
did. Yes, he
Yes.
did. It's
Yes,
like
he
that thing
did.
you see on Get Smart when they pull the secret cone of
Yeah.
silence over, except it really worked for them. Yeah, that's,
Now,
that was the degree
what
of,
do you think Aileen Cannon is going to do? Because
After she's
hold
done
up,
laughing at
hold
him?
up, hold up. He wants to build a skiff where a crime took place.
Maybe if you'd been skiffy before,
yeah,
you wouldn't be in this
That's-
situation.
There's a thought.
afterthought to anybody? Man,
You
I'm
know,
telling you.
while you was president, why didn't you have one built?
They don't think to. They don't take the time to think. They usually react first and
I don't know. But I'm telling you one
They
thing I am
actually-
seeing. I don't think
If
that,
she even thinks about allowing him to put a skiff at Mar-a-Lardass,
Yeah.
I think she not only should be thrown off.
hey, I know where they could put a skiff. Just have him come
Up
on
his
down
ass.
to the Miami courthouse and go into one of the cells with his lawyer and knock yourself out, buddy. Nobody's listening in
No,
there.
he should
Totally
be treated
silenced.
like every other criminal out there.
You
He
know,
don't get to
in
build
a
no
real
damn
world.
skiff in his place.
In a real
Yeah.
world.
Well, I don't. It really surprised me right after the hearing. Okay, just get back on that plane and go back to what was it, Massachusetts or something.
Yeah.
I don't
Nobody
think
else
they
can
will
do
let
that,
him.
and I'd like to know just because he was president.
Did
That's
Well,
he?
and since when
bullshit.
does a defendant get to decide what day they're going to do anything?
Thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or anything about what's happening in the court.
They can put in a
Yeah.
motion for
Since
what, this,
when?
that, and the other, but it's not up to
Since
them.
when?
You know,
And
just
did
like
he post?
Jack Smith has now requested a court date of January 2nd. Do I think that's going to
Yes.
hold? I
Brilliant.
hope it does.
I hope it does too, because
It
January the
won't.
3rd
It
is.
won't.
I don't think
guys.
it will. There's going to be
Well,
some
because
bullshit that's going to have to be challenged.
this
And
fucker's gonna be challenging, and the date's gonna
everything.
get
He'll
pushed
challenge
out.
what color the
Yep.
toilet paper in the fucking bathroom
Yep.
is going to be.
But
Come
that's
on,
what I
man.
want for my birthday. Birthday is January the 3rd. So come on, birthday. I
Hey.
want to wish.
Mine's right after yours, brother. So yeah, I'm good with
telling you.
that.
Don't hold your breath for the January 2nd date. This is, I love the way Jack Smith plays. He's my hero. Did anybody ever know that he's my hero?
He is my hero. I love this guy.
Um,
He talk
he-
about a
he
poker
told-
face.
He told the judge, if they want discovery, I have it all laid out for them. And if they need some help in understanding what's in discovery, I can do that too.
We can explain it to him. Sure. Sure.
He should get a medal. He should get a medal.
This guy is brilliant. I mean, he's so far ahead of Trump's dumbass.
America has their hopes pinned on this man. As a matter of
Yes.
fact, I'd say our whole democracy hinges on him and Merrick
I
Garland.
think he was a good choice for the
I
job.
think so too.
Yep.
And I don't think Merrick Garland is going to back down when he has a good case.
You know, he was on that list. He was on that list to get assassinated, wasn't he?
Oh, with the guy in Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy had a whole
Oh, he
bunch
had
of
a
people. I'm gonna get them.
They
Yeah,
always
well,
do.
there you go, dumbass.
the-
Come out and face the
the-
FBI with a weapon in your hand. Let's see how long that
The
lasts.
anti-corruption president or candidate down in Ecuador just got assassinated.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
so, this is not just here in the United States.
No,
This
that's
is
serious
other
business,
places.
and as well, it should be
Yep.
taken that way.
But
And
it wasn't a.
every day we get to see corruption at the hands of fuck Trump right on TV.
Yeah.
Or
But I believe that was
internet.
I believe that was a Sinaloa assassination. You know, they sent their guys to get rid of him. I don't think it was the opponents.
Oh, you think it was
He
more
was-
of the
he-
the
No,
crime?
I'm saying that he was the anti-corruption candidate.
He was. Yeah, he was the
Yes.
anti-corruption.
for
Yeah.
president.
So go figure about who wanted to take him out. But they
Well,
got it
the
on video,
Sinaloa
and
guy-
the FBI is now on their way down there, if they're probably already there, to assist in the investigation.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, but,
And
well, John, their
reaching out.
security is not as thorough as ours. I mean,
No,
they
that's
got
not come
that
with
guy
anymore.
up here. And I bet you already the right wingers.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard somebody
Oh,
say
I'm sure they're moaning
he-
like hell. They moan about
he wanted
everything.
to
You
have,
know,
he wanted to use his freedom of speech, and they shot him. You watch.
Jorge, tire biter.
I think that
Evening.
Good evening, sir.
hang on.
Okay.
I think that Jack Smith is signaling the other prosecutors across the country that also have cases to let them know he is ready to go on this case.
Yeah, it's going to be
Yeah, I
Because
interesting.
he can't go to a microphone every day and say what's on his mind, but he can through these filings with the court, and it does signal the other prosecutors like Fonnie Willis and Alan Braggs that this is the speed in which I want
Yeah.
to move this case. So if I bump up on your prosecution and court date, you need to ask to set it aside.
Yeah,
'cause
you
we
need to
do
adjust your
this.
court dates according to my schedule.
Yes.
'Cause
Exactly.
this is the one. This is the case that everything hinges on.
Exactly.
Is this
So-
case, this one and the one in Georgia? Those
And
are
the
going
one
to be
in
the
Georgia.
two good chances to be able to hold him to account. Anyway, Jorge, how you been?
Jorge,
Well, we're good. You know,
Good.
you were talking about ghost guns earlier.
Yeah.
And you know, y'all watch Dan Goldman. Dan Goldman from New York. He's a rising star in the Democratic Party.
Okay.
And he potentially the kind of guy we need running the ticket.
Really?
He came out.
You sound like you were
They were
impressed with
talking
him.
about yes, yeah. They were talking about guns, okay, and he said, you know, for years and years the Republicans have always said that we don't need new laws about guns.
Yeah.
We just need to enforce the ones we already have, right?
Well, that's what they say, but they don't want to do that either. Don't mince that up. Yeah, they don't want to do that either.
They want to defund the ATF.
Yes.
That's the
Hey,
last.
are you shitting me? This is the party
thing
that is
there
now wanting
is.
to defund the ones that were screaming about that during the election, that now want to defund the ATF, the FBI, the CIA, everybody. They want to defund DOJ. Because why? Because they're coming after Republicans because Republicans have a habit of breaking the fucking law.
Well,
I didn't think it
defund
was
the
working,
CIA.
Lewis, so thank you very much for jumping in there and donating $5 and said, I think the trial, there you go. He said for the 6th, but I mean the 2nd, but I think the trial should be on January 6th. That would be poetic justice, wouldn't it, my friend?
That would be a hoot.
That would be. It would be appropriate, but it's scheduled for the 2nd, which is
You know,
before
let's-
the Iowa
let's
caucuses.
not-
Flip that around and
Okay,
make it
Let's
and-
not.
And another rising star.
Can I make a point real quick?
Another
please?
rising star
Before,
is Jasmine Crockett.
Oh, Jasmine Crockett.
I'll wait.
Go ahead, Bernadette. You were going to say?
I forgot. I'm sorry. I have to
Squirrel.
think about it again.
I'm sorry.
Let's defund the Supreme Court. They're making
Hey,
enough money.
right now.
Okay. Now I want to make my point. We
Okay,
must
go ahead.
remember that the dark money that is funding the Republicans Party is all about corporations, and the less restrictions and you know, like the EPA and things like that, the less restrictions that corporations have, the more that they can make
Regulations.
off of killing us.
Yeah, that's where the money is, baby. That's where the
Yes.
money is. And, you know, they only have a limited
Deregulate.
time. They have a limited amount of time to make that money, you know, to build their underground bunkers where they're going to survive the fucking apocalypse and we all catch on fire. And now let me, on that lead in, let me welcome to the room Biker Leo. Leo, how in the hell are you?
I am sore.
Oh,
I'm
man.
very sore.
What? Hey, man, what's up?
Did you?
Brother.
Oh, wait, should we ask?
Hey there.
The last time we
I
asked this question, we got into it.
Yeah. This has nothing whatsoever to do with my ass.
Well, okay, there you go. I was fixing to say, how's your ass? I hope it's not your ass.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I seem to have gotten some harsh Cavendish.
Oh, my goodness.
Anyway,
Oh,
Even hard Cavendish
what's
is
going
better than
on
no
is we
Cavendish,
had
my
some-
friend.
we had some storms blow through here,
I saw that on the weather.
and the property that's next to ours, we look out for. It's family
Right.
property. It's so we kind of watch over it for our sis.
Right?
370-foot oak trees
Oh, hell.
down right across the fucking road.
Oh, is that? I seen you
Oh,
out doing
Lord.
some chainsawing on the
Yeah,
road.
yeah. You know
Oh,
what,
man.
though, John? I got to hand it to the folks here. There were 7 cars backed up behind that block road. To a person, every one of them got out and hauled brush.
Is that not what we were speaking of a few minutes ago when we was talking about the people showing up in Hawaii with the water and everything else for their fellow citizens? It takes that. That's what this whole
Exactly.
society is supposed to be like.
That's what true
That we
Americans
are supposed to
made
stand up and help our fellow citizens when they need it. I
Well,
know.
guys,
hey,
I'm
Leo,
only
you
going to
got a lot
darken
of barbecue wood?
Yeah.
Well, actually, yes. A buddy of mine and his buddy have been cutting for the last 3 days, and I will have enough to
And
go
up,
through the
man.
winter. Anyway, first of all,
Yes,
the
sir.
other thing is we got our buddy Jorge in here. Hello, brother. And just so you know,
Yeah,
sitting
well-
out there sitting out there in the room is one. I have to assume that it would be Master Andy Pagoda.
Andy.
Filthy
Yeah.
Oh, Andy Pagoda. I spoke to him just on the phone. Just
You're going to get all three of us in here at once.
I don't know if he ought to do that. That might be crazy. But I do. I'm going to darken your door for just a couple of minutes.
Go ahead,
Leo. On a thing that is, it's exactly where I'm going in my next talk, and I'm going to try to see if I can't get. There's another guy up here in Tennessee that does some pretty good stuff. I've put his stuff on my page before.
Right.
Yeah, and that Cavendish is kicking in. Tennessee something. Sorry.
No, brother, go for it, brother.
I don't want to completely lose my train of thought here. What you're talking about with Clarence Thomas, with all of the bullshit, with all of the things we're hearing, with Donnie making threats that he may end up going into jail for, and y'all need to think about that. He is out on bail, as it were. And he
has been arrested. He's been released.
Terms of that bail. But all of these people listening to that, all of these people buying into it, think about how many they are. And here's the simple premise that I have on that and what I'll be talking about.
Good.
1/3 of us do not get to say, and it's probably less than 1/3, do not get to say what the other 2/3 must do.
Amen, brother. Because that's what we're talking about here. They are not the majority. As a matter of fact, I was going to speak on that very thing. You're seeing signs of it even now in the news that Republicans are, well, I voted for him before, but he's got too much baggage now. We need to move on and find. Even Republicans are getting tired of his shit. And well, they have what? He has 50% of it, but 50% of what?
Take it.
Yes.
Those that will
can I make a point?
Take it are not the majority.
No.
Can I make a point?
Go ahead.
Of course you can.
It was part of the Reconstruction when they allowed for the Electoral College to take effect, so that 1/3 could have a voice. Now, minority rule
Rich white men can run things.
Is what we're under right now, and that's bullshit.
Yep, the Electoral College has to go or be modified one way or another. Take it down to a county level and you won't have this shit again.
I just think we ought to go with the popular vote.
Because
that's it.
That works too.
Let me remind you that it was the Electoral College that gave Joe Biden the win on January 6th.
Yes.
Okay? And all that fake electors bullshit that Trump and his little fat buddies was doing is all about the Electoral
That's exactly
College.
it. Because the election isn't done on a national basis. It's done state by state. And if they have a state that is willing to be corrupt enough to do the things that Donnie was asking them to do, if Brad Ratzenberger down in Georgia,
the case out of the North Carolina that got shot down by the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
I hate calling them that.
James Price is right to go with the popular vote, and the Republicans will never hold on to
the state legislature theory. That was part of Donnie's little plan.
Yes.
Was to send these votes back to the states, because the state legislatures, there were far more Republican state legislatures than there were Democrat. And that would have gave. And
here's a direct quote.
Is written into the Constitution.
Cheesebro's memo.
That's what we're open on.
Cheesebro memo acknowledges that the Supreme Court would likely end up rejecting such a plan, but he claimed promoting it publicly would buy the Trump campaign more time to challenge the election. They just wanted the shit show. Send it back to the states. Hey, you got to recount these.
And then North Carolina came out and with theirs, and they went straight to the court, and the court shot them down. Hell no, we're not going to make it state rule. It was the state legislature theory. That's what they called it.
The only
and they were
way
hoping like hell to get that kicked in.
You know what the rub is, though? You know who the co-conspirators are in that crime? the congressman that stood on the floor and voted not to accept those
Yep.
the election results. There's your co-conspirators in that whole crime, because it was
And
depending
that is
on
still
them.
the minority.
But
Yes.
Remember, that's the
Congress,
minority.
but Congress has this speech and debate clause that they can hide under, and they were all on the floor doing that, and they might get away with doing it, John, and it's gonna piss you the fuck
Yes, it
off
is. Yes.
because of that speech
As well
and
it
debate
should.
clause.
As well it should. All of us. And that's why we're all here. Look what
Well,
y'all,
that's what we're doing.
Because
that's what we're doing.
we
baby.
have the power to vote their asses out.
That's the thing that
The
we have to
Jim
remind
Jordans,
everybody,
the
is that
Brother
we
the
hold the
Clown.
ultimate power in this.
Yes, we
For,
do.
for now. You let the Republicans keep going, because they've challenged elections and how they count elections all across this country, including here in Texas, up by Harris County. They are really trying to attack the shit out of it. They don't want fewer
And
voting
what they're
places. They don't
hitting
want
is
schools to
state
be voting.
constitutions. They're trying to hit state constitutions. But
Yes.
right now, here, let's do one of these. Hey, Ohio.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How did,
Smart,
yes.
motherfuckers.
Ohio, a big round of applause for everybody in fucking Ohio. They came through and voted down issue 1. That was too loud.
Well, that's the whole point. Now we're talking about majorities saying this
Yes.
is how it should be.
Yes.
And that's where we need to go, and we need to do that with the Electoral
And it-
College. We need to do that with the Supreme Court.
And we
They're
need to do
having
that with
their
our
own
vote.
special rules. No. They cannot have their own special rules. You have to be held to account too.
Yeah,
And
the
if
Supreme
we
Court
do
should be
it
held to
as
the
it was
same
designed,
laws that the lower courts. If any
if
lower
we do
court
it as
judge,
it was designed to be a triumvirate. And if we do it that way, where you have the executive, the legislative, and the judicial branches,
I'll put checks
then
on you,
we're
brother.
just fine. But when you've given all the power to one side, which is the minority side,
Yeah.
now we got an issue.
Got
And
a
John
problem.
is right. Either we do away with the Electoral College, and also we increase the Supreme Court, or decrease the Supreme Court,
well, I go for
to
increase.
a level
Decreasing would work.
where one does not have the big majority.
Because I can see 2 justices sitting on that court right now that I consider to be completely illegitimate judges, and that is
You know, a decrease and an increase of the Supreme Court has been done before in this country.
yes, there
so
is
it's
no
not
there is no
unheard
set
of.
number in our Constitution about how many
Yeah.
should be on the court.
That Joe Biden is up to it, though.
And now we have suspicion on 2 judges, both conservative judges. Come on,
Yep.
man.
No,
Yeah.
3. John Roberts is in
John
there, too.
Roberts too. I'm
Yeah,
counting Alito and
absolutely.
Thomas. Thomas is the one that's sticking out like a sore thumb. Really?
That son
He
of a
just
bitch.
was out there on a roll, baby.
John,
Yes, dear.
John, you count Alito and Thomas, but Roberts runs the court, and he
He is Chief
could,
Justice,
with
yeah.
the stroke of a pen, make it stop.
Is he going to
Yeah,
do that?
he could,
And
but he won't, because
I
he's one of the
have
3.
A postcard campaign going on. I'm just waiting for them fuckers to get back in session, because I'm gonna pick that up again too, and I'm gonna promote sending them a postcard and telling Roberts his court is illegitimate.
As a matter of fact, we have run that address before. I can't pull it up
Yes,
right
we
now.
have.
To write to the Supreme Court. And we'll probably pull that address back up so we can show it, because it is.
Damn
You
sure
know,
ought to.
your voice matters not only in the voting booth. It matters in your congressman. It matters in your mayor's office. I
Tell me
learned.
about it. Tell me about it.
Oh, I'll tell you what. You write letters, you get a response. May not be the response you want, but you're going to get a response, because
And
that's
you
their.
know what's happening with my property, John? Let's make this personal.
What's that?
When you do that, you know what's happening with my property in a couple of days? County is coming along, and they're taking all the brush that we finally cut off of all that firewood that we made.
Right.
They're going to take that brush, and they're going to take it. They're either just going to take it, or they're going to chip it up.
Right.
That
Good.
comes just from what we have put into our request to the road department. And the county mayor, who happens to be a friend of mine, could probably get my shit picked up quicker, but we don't need it if we do it the way it's
The way it's
designed.
designed to do.
All the
Yes.
way down to your fucking street.
Hey, wait a minute. It just crossed my mind. You're talking about socialism, aren't you? See, you gotta be careful with these guys. You know, they'll try to slide that stuff in. You know, help thy neighbor and all that stuff. It's socialism, folks. Yeah.
By the way, the reality of that is those of us that proclaim it the loudest generally live it.
I try to.
Can I make a interruption here?
Go ahead.
I just saw a post in YouTube. Kelly Clark says the official death toll rises to 53 in the Maui.
God, that's pitiful.
This
is from a fire, people. Most of us, you would think, oh, there's fire.
A
Let's run.
fire and a hurricane.
When you get fire like this, you get trapped real easy.
On an island.
Because it will jump.
Surrounded by water. Yeah.
John, Bernadette, can I ask you for a favor?
Go for it.
Bring our buddy Andy into the room so that I can
Is
say
he
hello
down there?
Personally, he's down there.
He's down there.
Filthy mouth liberal.
Oh, shit.
That's Andy.
It's
and,
the
and that will always be John's job because he's got the buttons.
Yeah.
I am sorry, Andy. I did not see your hand up, brother. How are you doing?
Oh, God, John,
I'm blind. What can I
love it when
say,
you push
man?
My buttons like
It's
that.
all fuzzy over
Holy
here.
shit, John Britavo, Jorge Tire Biter, and Andy Paguda are
And
all in the
Biker
same
Wizard
place.
and Biker Leo.
Yep.
All together.
And to use a good old Southern term, the grits are about to hit the
Hit the
pan.
fan.
I believe
Oh,
they
it is
are.
officially
I
frozen.
suggest you duck. Andy, how are you?
I'm well. I'm doing well, and if you'll allow me, I see my buddy John I fly in there, and
That's him.
haven't got to see him or speak with him in a while. And you sound really good, buddy. It's good to hear you tonight.
Thank you. So it's still gonna be a few weeks, I guess. But yeah, let me just say it's.
You're gonna do well, brother.
I believe
You're-
that. Thank you.
You're gonna do well, and we love you bigly.
Bigly.
So,
Bigly, he said.
yeah,
Don't use
bigly.
those
Yeah,
words,
that's-
goddammit. We love you a hell of a lot more than that son of a bitch.
I mean, I just figured that was a proper term, and well, probably not. Leo,
By the way,
There it goes.
hey, John,
I want to
you
read
guys-
this disclaimer that our co-hosts here were put in the chat. Bernadette Priest says, I take no responsibility for anything on this show from this point on. Okay, now we can go ahead and continue. The views expressed. Go ahead.
It's a
That's right. The opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of John Britabo or
Hey.
the Blue Dot family et al.
Andy.
But we just say what the hell we want.
Do you know what the
all
side
those
effect?
other
Oh, you
in there.
there's side effects to this show, man. I'm telling you. You watch this shit.
Andy,
There's
how
side
you
effects.
coming along with the personal shit? How things going there?
Well, it could be a little better, Leo, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
Just so
It looks
y'all
like-
know, everybody, and Andy, you're gonna be pissed at me for this. Fuck
Go
it,
for
I'll
it.
smoke
Go.
a cigar
Yeah.
with you.
Let him be
But
pissed.
you're gonna be pissed at me for this. Andy has on his page what his birthday is coming up real soon, and he has on his page, hey, if you really want to help out, this is what we need. Take a look at it, and if you can, please do.
Well, I've had a number of people ask me what I want for my birthday, and
Hey, this is a family show.
No, I'll
Oh,
get
okay.
that. All right.
Oh, okay. Okay, go ahead.
But it's not necessarily a want. It's more that it's more of a need, and it looks like my sweetheart is going to have to stop working, and there are a few
Amy
struggles that come
yes.
with that. And she continues to take chemotherapy every 3 weeks, and we thought that was going to be over with a number of months back, but she's progressed to the point where she's going to have to continue this therapy until further notice, and it's taking
And
its
we need
toll.
her too.
Yes.
We do.
Yeah, she
We
beats
do.
Andy.
We do it. Yeah, but she's the only one that can keep me under control.
Yeah,
She does a hell of a
Sorta,
job
kinda.
with it, too.
This is under
She
control,
doesn't
Andy.
watch before you post, does she? She doesn't see that shit before you post it, does she?
No, I typically post it and then tell her I've done it. So, no, she doesn't.
That's where I'm screwing up. I always go into my political advisor and going, "Hey, honey, what do you think of this?" I have to wait for
It's
the thumbs
so
up or
much
thumbs down.
easier to ask. it's so much easier to ask for forgiveness than it
Yes.
is to ask for permission.
That's true.
So I
It's more
I
fun too.
typically just throw it up there like that, and you know, if she has a problem with it, she will certainly let me
Honey,
know.
look at
I
this
don't have
shit
any.
that's stuck to the wall, baby. I don't know how they
Yeah,
got there.
yeah.
Hey, Andy, could you do us a favor and just
I'll be happy
first
to.
of all, do send that post that you made, send it to the Biker Wisdom and Thoughts page. I will approve it myself. I don't usually put anything that's fundraiser oriented too much on there
Yeah.
unless I know for sure this must be done. But
This is not
Have you
something
got a
I'm particularly
GoFundMe page
proud
going,
of. I
Andy?
do, yes. But no, it's not a GoFundMe. I just put a Cash App link up. Was all it was. Um, yeah,
Well,
it's not something I'm particularly proud of, but
No,
it's
brother,
what was
brother,
necessary to do.
ain't
you're
nobody
preaching
even
to the
beginning
choir
say that,
here.
brother. Just post
Are
it.
you shitting me?
Just post it.
You know,
No one.
if
when
it were not for
friends
this
need
Blue
help,
Dot family and the donations I get every month, buddy, I'm treading water as
Let-
it is. It is by
Let
it is
me
by the
toss
grace
it
of this family that
into-
I survived.
I'll tell
So
you what.
when
I'll
we
go.
can,
Where do I post this? For Christ's sake, I was going to
Put
put
it
it
in
here
the
on
Discord
Discord. And
chat,
I'm trying
yes.
to figure out.
You
Put it-
can't put
I'm
it
trying to
on
figure out-
the main discussion.
I'll never
in
find it
Discord.
there. Send it to
Main-
Biker Wisdom and Thoughts too, please.
Oh, I'm gonna do that, Leo. And in fact, I'll send it to you personally as well. But
Yeah.
and
I
on that
don't
same note,
navigate.
I have failed for several days because my mind is lost. Anyway, Karen Van White, one of our Blue
117
Dots,
degrees.
also has a GoFundMe. Her son has a GoFundMe page. I'm going to share that on my page. So Karen, I'm sorry.
Please do. Yes.
Yes, I was supposed to do this a day or two ago.
All about helping out where we can.
Where we
people,
can,
That's all.
yeah.
John
It's-
Fly, what were you saying just a minute ago?
John, I have posted Karen's GoFundMe on the main discussion
Thank you.
link in Discord, and I will repost it again.
Thank you. I'm
And
going
what
to put
I
that on
would-
my Facebook, yes.
what I was gonna say is that we are known as the Blue Dot family, and as family members, we always help each other out. There shouldn't
You-
even be a question about
Every
it.
Yeah,
time.
it-
every
You're
time.
right. You're right, John.
But only when we
you're
know.
Absolutely correct.
And we have a way to help, because there's
And
a lot of people in this family that
I don't
And
typically
by
like
the
to
way,
let people
please
know things
someone
like
tell
this,
me
but-
why that's anything to be regretting. That is not something
It's not
to
anything to be
regret or
embarrassed about.
feel embarrassed about.
no.
Not at all. That's
Join
why
the
it's
crowd is
family.
what it is. You
Yeah.
know the hurt is spread all over the place, and if you're, I'm not raking in big stuff from big donors that allow me to fly in private jets all over the place, and
Yeah.
I wish you
know
were.
one thing I want to do, guys? Do any of you watch any of the Below Deck series? It's disgusting. It is the most sickening display of inconspicuous consumption that you'll ever see. But as far as that goes, they do what they do. All these people work in the same places. It's like any other relatively specialized form of work. These people work in all these places. I would love to post on one of the Below Decks page a question just asking if any of the deckies or the interior staff have worked on any of the boats that folks like our dear Judge Thomas like to be on. I would love to, because I'll bet you anything there are people that have, and they got something to say.
oh, I'm sure they have probably have
Yeah,
a list
I'm
of
sure you're
shit
right.
they could
yeah.
say.
They might not, though.
Oh no, because they might want to not lose their job, but
Well,
just
then
just
again-
having been in that position, it's just a certain amount of what you don't do. Yeah,
have you been in that position?
not on a boat.
Oh, okay. But
That goes
if
to
you
a
look
lot of-
at it, you'll see what I mean.
I have not seen it yet.
Anyway,
I assume it's
guys, my purpose here tonight has been served. I know what we need to do. You know what we need to
Oh,
do,
well.
and now we have more reason to help out other people that are within the group that need it. I
indeed.
just wanted to say hi to my buddy Andy and make sure I hear his voice, and I think we're
I'm
good.
just glad to hear you, brother. I really am, and it's been a while since we've had an opportunity to speak, and I am so glad you're here tonight.
I got to get you down here fishing with me one time. You know, I really do want to get Ronnie Easton down here for that too, though.
You know, we got to coordinate this shit up because there's
Oh yeah,
talk about going to
he would
another
be a
Blue
good
Dot
one to go
hookup, and
fishing.
all we got to do is
Yeah,
pick a place.
we need it.
I know Michael
Anyway,
Johnson's
people,
out there
I've
going,
gotten where I
Kansas
needed
City,
to be.
baby.
I've gotten to where I needed to be, and I love you all. And Andy, let's hope that some things roll a little more your way. John, I'm real glad. John I Fly, I'm real glad that you're starting to see a little bit of light at the end of those tunnels. John Britavo,
It sounds
sir.
good,
you're
doesn't
one
it?
of my friends.
I love you, brother. I love you.
All the rest of you Blue Dots, let's stay strong. And by
That's
the
it.
way, when you get a chance, share this shit.
Share this shit. As Leo Sahaki would say, share that shit.
Good to hear
That's
you
it,
back
Leo.
again.
We love you big time, man. Thank you so much, and it's such a privilege to hear you, and we appreciate it, really do.
That's all good.
Love y'all. I'm out.
All right, Leo, take
All right.
care.
Take care, brother.
That is Leo Sahaki. You can find him where he uses his voice often. Biker Wisdom and Thoughts. Leo Sahaki, he's a voice. Please listen to him. Please go to his page, and he's on YouTube. He's on Facebook. He's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere.
That's it.
And thank you, 59 Liberal, for your
Uh,
thoughts, and I wish you the best as well.
Johnny, we love you big time, buddy. That's just
That's what that's how this
and-
family rolls, baby.
you know
You know.
that's just what we do, man. It really is, and I
is.
think it's wonderful
Hey,
that
it started
people
out
are.
when the show started. That's the first thing that got me cranking. Is I'm sitting there as soon as the show starts, before I turn on the cameras, the chat starts, and I'm watching it go by. And as people come in the room, everybody's saying hello to each other, just as if you would, as if we walked in the front door, baby.
Yeah. And no one expects anything from anyone else. We're just all here for a common cause, and we all care about each other. And that's what family is, man. That's the
That's
you know,
why
that's the
we're
very
here, to lean on each
definition of
other.
a family.
You know, we
And
lean
I
on
tell
each
you
other. When
what.
times are rough, you lean.
I feel great the fact that we all have one common purpose, and that is to get rid of the orange anus. That is
Yeah.
a continuous nightmare. He
And
hasn't
Indeed.
done one for years.
7 years later, we're still in the fight, and that's saying something.
It says a
Yes, it
lot
is.
that this
And
has
And
not
we've
gone
done
away.
this for years, and we're here for the duration. It's not
Yep.
ending anytime soon. You know, we're gonna be here as long as it takes.
And
we're-
it won't end with just the orange.
Been here 7 years. Why would we quit now? We're
Right.
just getting
That's
cranked
right.
up, baby.
We
That-
gotta
oh.
we gotta just not focus on one guy. We've got Ted Cruz, we've got
Oh, we
Mitch
got.
McConnell, we got so many that we gotta.
We
get out
haven't
of there.
even
Yes.
begun to fight.
Oh, not even. Not even. And-
No.
We're
No.
all dysfunctional.
Yes. And before we lose sight of everything we're supposed to be doing here, let's do exactly that and show up one of our 2 for Blue. And we're going to start off
There you
with
go.
Sherrod Brown up in Ohio. Ohio is a key state, baby. And look what
Indeed.
they did.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
prime.
Open Ohio.
Yes.
There's a change coming.
In
So
the
it
wind,
sure is.
brother. It is. It's in the wind. So if you got a couple extra bucks, I know everybody's needing a few dollars. But if you got a few extra to spend, send it on down to Sherrod Brown up in Ohio, or Ruben Gallego up in. I can't see.
He's
shit.
out in Arizona.
Oh, that's in Arizona.
Diego.
I was
Arizona.
gonna say, where is Ruben? I know he's there.
Yes.
He's
Yeah,
trying
Arizona,
to take
there it is.
Kristen Cinema's seat away from her. We're gonna let
That's
him.
yeah.
well, I
My
certainly
Rolodex
hope
gets a
he's
little
successful.
slow. Everybody knows that. So,
Well,
You know,
shucks, you're
oh.
you're no different than the rest of
Oh,
us.
no.
I slow down.
but I'm supposed
quite
to be on top of
frequently.
this shit. You know. Let me
Well,
see.
That's all right.
We have
that's why you
Jackie
have
Rosen.
co-hosts.
Top of
in Nevada?
everything, or
Yeah.
You-
Here's
you
one of my
can't be on
favorites.
top of everything, or you'd
I'm-
be the ultimate
I got
stud,
buttons,
John.
buddy,
for
I got
crying
buttons.
in the mud.
Ty Pinkins. This guy, I
That's
just love
what
this
he
guy.
said.
This guy. He's a Bronze Star medal winner. This guy has
You
served
must
in
be talking
combat
about
with
Ty
distinction.
Pinkins.
Ty Pinkins, yes. In Mississippi. Man, he came home to try to fix things. We need to get him back in this game.
In the seat. Get
In
him
the
in the
seat,
seat.
yes.
So we could get things fixed.
That's how we can do.
Absolutely.
That's where we can make a difference.
And how about that
Gallego.
one that's replacing
Gallego.
Lauren Bobart,
Oh, Jesus.
Adam Frisch,
That's her little
up in
pea
Colorado?
You know, I
Bart.
keep seeing things about Lauren Bobart. They're really trying to push this. They're trying to remind people if she gets elected one more time, she has got a pension for the rest of her life as a congressman.
Yep.
Nope.
And by the way, y'all think of that,
Don't do
how
that to
short a
her.
time it qualifies to get that kind of pension, and how long your ass has to work to get a pension.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
deal working there, baby.
My ass. Oh, I get maybe some Social Security if I'm lucky.
Now, what is that? 6 years? 6 years in Congress, and you get a pension the rest of your life. Boy, howdy shit.
Ain't that some shit?
That's a sweetheart deal, ain't it? Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Guess who passes laws
Hell
like
yeah.
that? Darn her.
People like Lauren Bobart.
Marjorie Taylor Baboon down there. Green.
Oh, her twin sister.
Baboon, I love that.
Yeah.
No,
That's
my
all I
goodness.
think of her. She constantly pulls shit out of her ass and slings it around everywhere. That reminds me of
typical
Yeah.
baboon, huh?
pull his
Yeah.
shit out of your ass and throw it at you. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Go to the zoo. It's the same damn thing. But that is where the Republican Party is. There is nothing that the Republican Party is doing right now except trying to attack Democrats on any level they can. Social issues. They're hooked on Hunter Biden. They got there was some Republican
What about her
Congress.
emails?
Oh, yes, her emails.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
And
all it
Let's
is.
not forget-
Emails.
Is a bunch of bullshit. Let me
let's
thank
not forget
Alan
the
Roberts.
2020 election that was done 3 years ago.
Yeah,
Damn
yeah.
near.
Still ain't got over it. Let me thank
Oh,
Alan
yeah.
Roberts, who came in with $5.50. Oh, it's Canadian. $5.50 donation. Says 45 has claimed to be audited by the IRS for years. When will they charge him with tax evasion? Hey, it's on the
He
table.
probably just said he was getting
It's all on
audited
the
to
list.
make people feel bad for
Yeah.
him. I mean,
Yeah.
some bitch probably never been audited.
I think he's been audited, and he don't want anybody to know what the results of those audits were either.
That
Look
he
at there, I
didn't pay
done
any
lost
tax.
Jorge, and let me get Mitch
I'm
Goldstein
pretty-
up here.
Hey, what's up?
I'm pretty. Hey, Mitch, but I'm pretty sure that Alan Bragg has audited his books.
Yeah.
And
It's entirely
and
possible.
the other
yeah.
prosecutor for New
Talk
York.
about tax
That's
evasion.
after his business. Oh, they're looking at his business.
I hope they look at every fucking.
I hope they do a
forgive me,
courthouse
everything he's got going on.
Look up there, but how you doing, Mitch?
I'm doing splendidly. How are you?
I'm doing pretty damn good. I'm in a good mood. I'm smiling. Blue Dot Family is they made my day, baby, when I started the show. So,
Yep, I mean it's been a good day. We have Fridays off for August, so
really
I got another 3-day weekend coming up.
outstanding.
Yep, I agree.
I seen your
How's
post
everybody
about Jerry
doing?
Garcia. I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it.
that there's like 3 deaths that I've never really been able to get over. Thurman Munson. I know nobody remembers Thurman. John Lennon and Jerry Garcia. But Thurman Munson was the catcher for the New York Yankees. Rookie of the Year, 1967.
Really?
It took me a moment to pick up on that, Mitch, because I could have sworn you said Herman Munster originally. but I'm very familiar
I
with
know that
with-
guy.
with Herman Munson.
I know that guy.
But I like
Fred
Herman
Wayne.
Munson. He's pretty cool. Yes. He was also the judge in My Cousin Vinny, which was a really cool flick, too.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were saying, Mitch, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. It just
No,
happened to
not
cross
at
my
all.
mind.
Not at all. And it was the first time I was interrupted on this show. So
Oh, yeah.
I'd love-
We're so proper here. How's Julie,
We
by
do
the way?
that so well.
everybody's well. Julie's with the synagogue women who secretly run the world. By the way, I didn't.
Ah, yes.
Hey, let me
Everybody
put this.
thinks it's Jewish. Everybody thinks it's Jewish men, but Jewish men know
Don't
better.
say anything, Mitch. Don't give out the
Sorry,
secret.
sorry. Almost did it. Almost unsealed that indictment.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on
Can
that one.
can I make an announcement?
Indeed.
Stephanie
I'm-
Dean posted on YouTube.
I'm
Can
looking at it. I was
ask
just
the
fixing to
Blue
read it.
Dot family for some more positive thoughts and prayers, etc. for my husband? I would greatly appreciate it. Me, I'm in good. I need a good night's sleep, a day at a day of beach therapy, and some good news on Jay. And
Indeed.
Stephanie, healing blessings for your
I'm
husband.
Bless
sending
her
all
heart.
I got,
Oh,
baby.
God bless her heart.
That's
My
the
goodness,
romance of
yeah.
the Blue
He had
Dot
to go.
family we've been watching for a
He
long
We
time.
all
he
love
had to
you.
go back to the hospital, did he not?
Yes, he
Did I
did.
see that correctly?
Yes, he
Oh
did.
my! I am so
Unless I'm
sorry
mistaken,
about
he's
that.
still there.
Hmm.
So I don't know if he's been released or not. But yeah, he's again,
Yeah,
there's
we
many
need to
Blue
we need
Dots
to send
facing
all
a
the
lot of shit.
we need
know.
to send all the good juju we have his
All
way
of it.
because Jay is a good
To
ass.
Jay
He
and Stephanie.
really
Oh, he's a
You
gem.
can't
Are you
afford to
shitting
lose
me?
a Blue
This
Dot
guy's hard to
voter.
compete with. Y'all know that, right? If there was a picture of it, I guarantee you, Jay's got a rose in his mouth, in his teeth, probably
Well,
strumming his guitar
He's
under the
Mr.
Jay,
moonlight.
that's what he
Paint the
does,
picture.
man.
That's what
He is Mr. Romance.
he
That's what he
is.
does.
He swept in on Stephanie,
He
and this
he makes the rest of
romance
us look
blossomed
bad.
within the family. This is a Blue Dot romance that started here.
Then we
Yeah.
can't help but endorse it now, can we?
Oh, baby, we're rooting it all
Oh
on.
yeah, we gotta let it
I'm telling you.
do what it do, buddy.
Anyway, indeed, y'all send up good thoughts and prayers. I always tell people, if you pray, baby. You know,
And if you're in that praying mood, please say a prayer for our friend, Z Dave.
Who's that, Bernie? I'm sorry.
Ozzy Dave.
Oh,
Aussie Dave.
Yes.
Yes,
okay.
we still have not heard
Yeah.
from here lately, unless you
We
have,
haven't
Bernie.
heard
I
from
Yeah.
him. So
I haven't heard anything
Him
from
in our
him, and
thoughts.
You know, he was in the hospital.
he was in the hospital. So
Pretty serious, and
I
so,
was
yeah.
under the impression he was his tenure here. He was never very well. He didn't really go into specifics, but we're thinking of Ozzy Dave too.
Yeah,
And I think
Indeed we are.
he played such a great part on the show
he does.
because he's so smart,
Sure he did.
but he grew up in a completely different environment.
Indeed.
but you're right though. He is incredibly intelligent,
Oh my
and
goodness.
Yeah.
we could learn so much from the likes of Ozzy Dave. I mean, that's just the
Oh,
way
yeah.
it is.
No, there's some treasured members in this family. May I point
bet.
out a few that are in the room right now? Mitch,
Yeah,
Bernadette,
yourself.
Miss Chick, you know, Jorge,
I'm doing
Johnny Fly.
better, and you know
Andy,
I can
this-
even talk about what happened the other day now because I'm doing a lot better today
I'm
than I
glad.
was then. So
When we last left the show, I was just heartbroken, and I did, baby. I thought about you. I hope those thoughts were reaching you, because I held you in my
I
heart,
have a-
baby, because that must have been.
I haven't got to
difficult.
flirt with you tonight, Bernadette, but you know how I feel. You know that, right?
yes, I know.
Well, we
We
know
all
how it is.
know how you feel.
Okay.
I tell you, I'll
Uh,
tell you
now,
rather briefly
tried-
what happened.
I've tried to make it public knowledge.
Well, her
Go,
heart,
go ahead, Bernie. I'm sorry,
You
dear.
know,
it was. Bernie had a very difficult time, a tragedy, and
Yes, I had a terrible, terrible accident. I came home from the store and one of my little miniature Datsuns got underneath my car and I rolled
Oh,
over her.
I'm
So
so
she died.
sorry. Oh
And,
my.
My heart was completely broken at that moment.
I'm
So-
sure. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sorry.
But I'm doing better today. It's still a little tough. And
it's going to be tough
crying,
for a while, baby.
crying that hard took all my energy away. So I'm a
Well,
little
we're going
lethargic.
we're going to cry with you.
Yeah, well,
I saw
wanna
I saw the
generalize.
most beautiful thing today. We were at the grocery store and we were pulling out of the parking lot, and Amy happened to see a turtle in the middle of the parking lot. Well, we weren't just going to leave. She stopped the car and went out and picked up that little turtle and took him to the grass
There you go.
so he wouldn't be in
Betcha.
danger.
We do that all the
And
time.
I've never seen her do anything like that, and I was absolutely fascinated by it. And animals, I mean, you know, they have that effect on people.
They do.
We love them.
They're
And,
part
you
of
know,
our life, our
We
families.
are animals.
Yeah, we are.
And she looked at me and she said, "Andy, is that a turtle?" I said, "I think it is, and I don't see real well." But she sure picked up on it right away. And she stopped, and I guess there's half a dozen people or so standing there and saw her do that and thought it was wonderful. But she was not going to let that turtle risk getting hit.
Yeah.
And, she just does that, and animals have that effect on us.
Besides,
Mm-hmm.
turtles don't necessarily, like a parking lot is not really a great environment for a turtle.
Certainly not conducive to the well-being of a turtle, that's for sure.
Nope.
Yeah.
But
Bernadette,
I was absolutely fascinated that happened,
do you believe in the cycle of life?
Of course I do.
Because that's the way I live my life. From the time I'm born, I was born. I've lived through this cycle, and it's been written when I'm going to pass. But what I do between then and now is what's going to determine how I am remembered. So you're going to remember that
Your
little guy.
legacy.
I
Yeah,
agree,
you're
Joe.
gonna-
I agree completely.
Mhm.
I always look
Yeah,
at
I
it
mean,
as you live forever in somebody's heart. That's.
Okay,
Yeah.
can I have a little soapbox here?
Go ahead, Jorge. What's up, buddy? What kind of soap are you selling?
Okay, tomorrow my youngest turns 29. Much
Outstanding.
like your youngest, John.
Yes.
And what I realize is this. We have a president who's aging, right?
Right.
And we need if we're going to sell our beliefs to these younger people, we got to have younger candidates that we're pushing forward. And there's a few that I really, really have a lot of respect for. And that's Colin Allred.
Yes.
Who's
running against Ted Cruz. Yes.
There's Jasmine Crockett, who ain't scared to stand up to anybody in Congress.
I love her.
And there's
She-
Dan Goldman,
that girl
who
got
is
some spunk.
We have
Dan
some
Goldman is one of the best spoken. So these people need to come up through the party now and start getting to the leadership.
Oh, brother, I'm telling
We
you.
can't fart around with old people and expect the young people to vote for them.
Yeah,
That's
another
right.
thing, Jorge.
I'm with you.
Okay,
I'm
and that's what we need to be doing
What people also
if we
in the
want
Democratic,
the party to survive.
in the Democratic Party, Jorge, I think it's very important that the Democrats don't start nitpicking. Well, they didn't vote for, so and so I'm not voting. We have to have a common goal,
We have to have.
and the enemy is the extremist right.
Yeah.
Christian
Indeed.
But
When-
we have to
and-
sell it to the young people.
Right.
You're
Well,
We
selling
do.
it to a new audience.
We need to do the same thing that we did before the last primary. I make it a well-known
John
fact. I
Kerry
voted.
is not going to sell
I
it
voted
to
for an old
nobody.
guy during the primary last time. I voted for Bernie Sanders,
Bernie.
old guy. But the young people love him.
We need new guys.
We do need
yeah.
new guys, but until they rise up onto the scene, which
Yeah.
we have to assist them with. I mean, we are the one the driving.
Yeah, but we can't just wait till the old guys die in office.
Well, yeah,
You
no,
know?
but I also don't want to put an old guy like Trump back in the office. So
Well,
it's
that's the
Yeah.
difference between that's the difference between the Democrats and the Republicans. Look what they have put up. They've had Marjorie Taylor Greene, Bobart. That's the class of people that they're putting. Now we don't
those are
have
the ones
that
that
kind
stand
of
out on their side. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty
we
much
do.
almost no
We
qualms.
have
Yes, we do.
we
got
have
two
Allred,
veterans
we
in
have
Tennessee.
Jasmine Crockett,
Okay, one at a time.
we have Dan Goldman.
One
Yeah,
at a time.
we got
man.
people.
better class.
Hey, let me send
Here's
out
the
a.
deal, though, right?
We have
Here's where we are,
Jason-
right?
Hang on.
Hey,
Because the Tennessee legislature has two black young men that are very progressive, and
Yes.
They
seem to
certainly
be
do.
risen
Yes.
up to a leadership position.
and they are wonderful young men. They
Yes,
really
they
are,
are.
both of them. If you're not familiar with them, I strongly suggest that you study about them because they are wonderful young guys.
Always
And
should.
this is what happens when I get on my soapbox.
Yep.
We love it,
See,
Jorge.
see, look
Now,
what you
Mitch,
did,
you
Jorge.
were gonna say, Mitch?
Damn right.
Oh, me.
You
I
you
was going to
stay on
say,
that soapbox, brother.
yeah, unfortunately,
I
we're
do.
in a unique sort of position where we can't afford to say, maybe Joe Biden's not the right guy. Let me tell you, Joe Biden right now, for good or ill,
He is
is
the right guy.
standing between America the
There you go.
democracy and America the fascist theocracy.
Right.
That's
I
where
don't
we are,
like
Ben.
it any more than,
Right.
than
At
the other
this
blue dot.
moment, at this moment in history, Joe Biden is the one.
Is
And
the man.
I will say it again. I don't care if he's in the iron lung.
I'd
I'm
vote for.
voting for Joe Biden.
Yeah,
That's
because look at
right.
Oh,
look what he's done since he's been there, and he's got
Yes.
a damn good record. Let me send out a
Right.
couple of thank yous. One to our own Mitch
Right.
Goldstein, who's in the room, who came in with $5 and said, "We love Stephanie and Jay, a real blue dot couple." Indeed, I second that emotion. And by the way, fuck Trump,
Absolutely, I
except
need a
right there.
gong.
And then Keith Thompson, my buddy, Oorah Keith, came in with $5 and said, "Remind me one thing that the GOP right-wing nut jobs have done for the American people."
Not a damn thing.
I'm waiting.
We can't think of
not,
anything.
not a damn thing.
Not a damn thing.
As a matter of fact, I
No.
watched it.
They
I
woke
take
us up. They woke
They-
us up.
Yes, they did,
They
baby.
did. They did.
They
You
don't
know what
like
they
that woke
did?
They
stuff.
did. And,
They
and
added-
don't like that
the
woke stuff.
ultra rich in this country a tax break.
They woke me up, baby. I'll tell you that.
They added under God to the Pledge of
sir.
Allegiance. That's what
Yeah,
the Republicans did.
yeah, I don't
That's-
like that. I never have, but I don't know. There's Tamara Harrington. How you like my shirt, baby? There's Tamara. Sent me my shirt. Anyway.
But we gotta play the long game, just like the freaking Republicans have been doing.
That's
Yo,
how they got the court
we
they
need
got,
to look
baby.
at 2028. Who is going to be our candidate in 2028?
I hope I'm alive to find
I
out.
hope I am
Yeah.
too.
Me
I
too.
hope I am too.
That's,
But
that's
My
what we need to
sons
do
will
is just
be.
make it.
Your
Let's get-
grandchildren will be.
Indeed.
they will.
let's get through 24 because here's
absolutely
the
That's what
test.
we're fighting for.
This is going to be the test, this election. And I think I'm getting more confident every day with the news that comes out of the Republican Party. That they're interviewing lifelong Republicans. I voted for Trump twice, but I'm not doing it again. And I'm about to
Yeah.
call.
I don't think he's gaining any fans.
He's not.
No,
They're-
certainly not.
They're going to bail ship on his ass.
And he
As
lost
well they
the
should,
last
but they're a
time.
little late in it. Come on, man. We
But he's
threw
still
you a
too
life
dumb to
preserver
realize
a
he
long
lost.
time ago. At least swim for it. Damn.
And he's losing people every day, so
Mm-hmm.
there's no hope.
And
And
after
he's
a while,
dumb
the
as a
money will
bag of
run out.
hammers and doesn't know that he doesn't
Unless the
realize.
Russians help him.
At least he isn't willing to acknowledge that he lost. The
know
whole
what?
world.
Trump is in his own little delusional world, and he's looking at certain things. Well, look at this. I'm leading the base, And if
Trump
something's
is
gonna happen
delusional
against
as fuck right now, and he's also very, very scared.
Who,
who is
Donnie?
that? Trump?
How
I
about
hope
Trump?
he
Yeah.
pisses his
I
pants
think
every
not.
night.
I hope he shits his pants.
I think he's he's
him
looking not
sweating
only
the
at this
other night?
the January 6th thing. He's looking at this thing in Georgia. These are RICO charges.
yeah.
These are gangster type
Oh
shit.
yeah.
You know, damn good and well they're going to bring those charges too.
And
Oh,
that
yeah,
will
yeah.
eliminate
Not
him,
gonna be a
wouldn't
happy
it?
camper. And I'm going to
No.
laugh like a son of a bitch when that
I'll
happens.
smile
Well,
every freaking
isn't
day I
he-
see his ass sweating on it.
Isn't he open for what is it, a fourth indictment?
Yes.
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 Yes,
that would
yes,
be it.
it's coming from Georgia. It will
Yes.
come from Georgia, and the district
There is
attorney
a
and the
list of-
sheriff in Fulton County, Georgia,
Bonnie
And-
Lewis.
There's a list of
they
co
have
defendants
both
here
said
too.
he will- yes, and they've said down there, you know what? If he's indicted here and we lock him up, he'll be treated no
Yeah.
differently
Be-
from
and
anybody else.
here's the catch.
He'll
I
be
hope-
This
he'll
what
be
uh,
dealt with just like a crack
But
dealer.
y'all, make no mistake. Every time that man gets in front of a microphone, He is trying to call his army up. We saw it the other day on the news with the
Of
man
course
in
he is.
Provo,
Yeah.
Utah.
And
Okay,
that's why I say
they
no
Absolutely.
they
bail.
But
are
they don't
out.
show up.
Y'all need to understand something. They are out there, and they
Of course.
will show up
Yeah.
because they're that
Oh, yes.
crazy for his ass.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I have
John-
yet to figure
John, I
that
got-
out, but they are.
Yeah, Joe.
John, I
They
got a
are.
question.
Go ahead, Joe.
If I have a blue dot sticker made and put it on my window, just a blue dot and then a little thing that says family on the bottom, would I get in trouble?
Not at my house. I don't think anybody recognizes it.
Not here.
Oh,
Not
no.
around here.
that's what
a
I
good
want to
idea.
do. I want.
Get in trouble
I
for
would-
I would
Just a
freaking
blue
buy
dot.
one.
Yeah,
I was
that's-
fixing to say, you
I-
done open that can. If you make them, we're going to have to pass them things
I-
around.
Yeah.
I've got-
We all have to buy one.
Here's
Yeah,
my rub. Let me.
Yeah.
Let's get back. Joe, keep your thought, okay? The
I'll
sticker.
keep it.
Okay. Let me
Yes.
thank Michael Johnson, who came in with a $2 donation and said, "I'm going to Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come."
Here I
Buck
come.
Trump.
Yeah,
He's
Michael,
hitting
good to
about
hear from
something.
you,
I
buddy.
think Michael is kicking big for a
There
family
you go.
get together up in Kansas City. And Maria Betancourt came in with $5 and said, if they vote for DeSantis, it will be worse. He is a fascist dictator who is more dangerous and devious than Trump. He is trying to. He's already removed a second prosecutor down in Florida
Yes,
Yeah.
because he wants to.
Yeah.
He's making room for all the bad shit that he's planning to do.
Yes.
I mean, you gotta get those prosecutors out of those.
And
Okay,
he's
wait a
not
minute.
very well liked within the GOP, so
Well,
I
he-
don't know how
That-
far
He
That
isn't
he's
very
not.
well liked the world
Anywhere.
over. as far as
Anywhere.
that goes.
And DeSantis really doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell in the
No.
federal.
I
No,
agree.
and as statewide, across the United, in a national race, no, he
Yeah.
doesn't stand a chance.
No.
And he's losing support within the Republican Party as we speak anyway.
He's losing support in his own goddamn
Yeah,
state.
so
I
he
was gonna
shoots
say,
himself in the foot every damn day.
He's
Well,
doing well to hold on to his status in Florida, let alone the entire country.
Okay,
I
back
think
to
it's
my
those
rub,
big
Joe,
white boots.
with the
Yes,
blue
sir.
dot sticker with some blue dot family.
Yes, sir.
I like that. I like that. You
Have
know
you
what I'm
seen-
toying
you've
with?
seen-
Now I want to buy one.
Yep. You've seen my
Or
you've
a
seen
number
my
of them,
Jeep.
actually.
Travis
Yes,
needs to
I've
make
seen your
some.
Jeep.
Okay, my Jeep has a sticker on one corner. What does it have? A Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yes, it does. That's
The
your
same
handle.
guy.
That's your handle.
That's my handle. That's my handle. And the same guy that did that, I'm gonna go to him. I was gonna go today, but I ran out of time. And have that made. It's very inexpensive, and yeah, I think it's a good idea. I just didn't want
Let
to
me
do
know.
it without.
Let
I
me
will.
know.
Please let us know, Joe. Please
Yeah,
let us
'cause
know.
we have a
about
list of
that because-
addresses we can send that. But here's
Oh.
my rub.
Oh, and
Y'all know.
we got a buttload of people who'd love to have them. I'm sure. I'm definitely included in that number.
All right.
Travis's wife, Rose, has been, she's a wonderful artist. She has been doing an apprenticeship at a tattoo parlor for a while now.
Oh,
And she has now moving from the apprenticeship in the shop to an artist. She already did.
I need a new tab.
I didn't know there's a step to this shit. First, you got to tattoo yourself. Well, she did that the other day, and boy, howdy shit, she did a hell of a damn good job on her foot,
Wow.
and it really looks neat. Anyway,
Nice.
here's how they do it. The tattoos will be free. If you want to tip, that would be appropriate, and so that's what it is. She has to do so many tattoos, and the customers have to be satisfied and all that. You got to prove your point. And so she's going to be doing that over the next week. So anyway, I'm in my doctor's office yesterday, and nurse comes in and she's doing my vitals and stuff in there, and I see some ink, and it's nice looking ink. So I said, "Oh, nice looking ink you have." And she pulled up that sleeve, and she was real proud of it. It's gorgeous tattoo on her shoulders, flowers and stuff on one side that were just big and bold, and just really looked good. Anyway, long story short, I told her, "Hey, my daughter-in-law, blah blah blah. Here's the post on my Facebook page that she's giving these tattoos away for free. come by, and so she's gonna go in and get one. I think she already has like 8 appointments already for people.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
She's good. She's an outstanding artist, but she always wanted to learn how to tattoo.
She is a great artist.
Yes, she is a wonderful artist.
She is a great artist.
So,
I see her being successful at this.
I do too. She's really good at it. So, yeah, that's what's happening in this week or
And
so.
some people are very gifted. You know, I had a friend of mine.
She's one.
Well, when we were in school, he was our drummer in our little band. That guy, out of the blue, started doing artwork, and I told him, "Dude, you have a future." But he never went with it. You know, he still does it. You know, but he hasn't.
But
gone
you'd
anywhere
be
with
amazed what I can do with this pen and a ruler. I can
You got a
connect
straight
dots,
line,
buddy.
huh, John?
Yeah, it's a ruler and a straight line, baby. I
John?
can do that. No, I'm not no artist.
I'm good at
John?
Yes, dear.
tic-tac-toe.
It's time to run the credits.
Is it?
Oh,
I say I'm
We were
not an
having
artist.
such
I am
fun.
in my own way. My medium is steel. I love
have
to
to roll
either
credits
build
already?
things that are steel or create art out of stainless steel. That's what I like to do.
No.
Which reminds
Yeah.
me, I still have a
Oh,
belt buckle
belt
out in my
buckle.
shop that I owe Leo Sahaki. Every time I go out in my shop, I look down at that thing and go, God, John, get you off your ass. That's been years. Anyway, I need to
I would
mail
love
that.
a belt buckle.
Oh, I have a couple left, but that one there is Leo's.
I need,
No,
I need to.
no.
I need to
Rancho
order
Tire
something
Buyer
like
could
that.
do one.
I would love one with a little, round oval with a little doughboy in the middle.
The Pillsbury Doughboy, yes.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
when I
that'd be cool.
when I kick the bucket, it's going with me.
There you go.
I can just-
I don't want none of my stuff going with me. Yeah, what good with it doing the,
There you go. While I'm thinking about
one
it,
son
Bernadette, I
gets
sent
this,
you
one
that
son
link,
gets that.
Yes.
and I also posted it in main discussion.
Okay.
Outstanding.
I'm gonna shut up now and let John roll credits.
I-
but I had to make sure you knew that.
We will be sharing that shit, Andy. Again, I hope you pull through on everything. I know times are tough for.
We love you, brother.
We love you, brother.
We love
We
you
can
too,
help.
man. Hey, you know what? We're gonna get through this thing. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
You gotta remain positive,
Oh,
man.
buddy.
Absolutely,
If-
absolutely.
No matter what they throw at you every day, put a smile on your face. Just act like it.
You
Because
bet.
that really pisses
There's
them off.
always
Yeah.
a reason to smile.
There is
and
always
this
a reason,
family
buddy.
gives me all the reason.
Just
I
like
have.
Every time I
life,
open this
except
show.
Crunchy.
This
I'm
family.
sorry, Jorge.
What about being
Just
crunchy?
like life, only crunchy.
Yeah, I never thought of it quite that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
We have sprinkles.
Crunchy
Yeah.
version.
We have sprinkles, buddy.
Damn Skippy.
Yeah.
Chocolate
I
ones
wish we-
or
Damn right.
rainbow colored
John, I wish we
sprinkles. I
had
like them
sprinkles.
Yeah, I wish we had
had
sprinkles, buddy. I don't think we're going to
Oh,
see
look.
any sprinkles for a while. Have you seen the forecast for the next week? Every day is
Yeah.
102 except the
Oh.
last day on that thing is 104.
But have you seen the
Come on,
farmers
come on to North
We're
Carolina.
going to the lake.
It's better than 115.
Well, come on to North
That's
Carolina.
true,
You can all have
But
a
our
little bit
feel
of
like
rain
temperature
here. We've
is
been
about
getting plenty.
120 with the humidity
Yeah.
that we have down
But
here.
have you seen the farmers almanac?
Almanac?
Yeah.
That book.
This
That
winter's
book.
gonna be one of those winters, John, where we all cussing Greg Abbott
Oh, I hope not,
when
brother.
the lights go
Right
out.
now, I want to get through hurricane
Just Greg
season.
Abbott anyway.
That's
I
my
think-
biggest
honestly, I
concern
think
right
most people
now
push him
is
anyway.
hurricane season. Because it's fixing to
Been
heat up out
cussing
there.
Greg Abbott for so long.
What
I'm
about
telling
Greg
you.
Abbott?
You folks down there on the Gulf Coast, be careful because you know it can get hairy
Oh,
down there.
yeah.
I know.
Storms
I
can
do,
get
I do
big.
worry about that.
Yeah,
Well,
I do
look,
too.
It gets hot and cold and there's storms.
Yeah.
Matter of
I
fact,
know
We're
Randy
supposed to get
Peterson is counting on both
scattered
of us, John.
okay.
We're supposed to get scattered thunderstorms. I
In-
think.
In 1989, I thought we were immune from
Alan Roberts
hurricanes
wants to give us
until
some of
Hugo
his rain,
came
buddy.
through.
If we could put it in the pipeline and get it down here, we'd take it in a minute.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it can't
Well-
last forever,
Dude,
John.
if you can
That-
be a liberal in Texas, you can be a liberal any
Anywhere,
fucking place.
baby. That's right. We
Damn
pump our
right.
chest up out
You
here and say,
bet,
what?
yeah.
What?
Well,
And
here's
for those
what
that
I'm
may
gonna
not,
do,
We're a
guys.
tough
I'm gonna,
bunch.
who can only hear it, Bernadette just put in Andy's Cash App. It is the $ with Andy's name, Andy Pagoota, ANDYPAGOOTA. So
Bless
if
your
you
heart.
can help him
Thank
out,
you. Thank you, Bernie. I
that
appreciate
would
that.
be
You're welcome.
that would be great.
I'm going to ease out of here and go to the blue room and give you an opportunity to roll credits and shut my
We
mouth.
know what's
for a
going to
little
happen
bit.
in the blue room.
I will be
Andy,
over there, and when
Andy,
Bernie
thank you
shows
for
up,
coming
it's gonna
in,
be a
brother. We
show.
appreciate it tremendously.
It is my absolute pleasure. It's always a privilege to be able to join you guys on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Good to
man.
hear
And
you.
I'll catch you guys in the blue room.
We'll be there in a minute.
You bet.
Mm.
Have a good
All right.
night.
Good
It's
night,
gonna be a
brother.
wild time there.
Anyway.
You got it. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo, bud. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. No. Jorge. I can't read shit. I gotta get.
Yes, sir.
I know. Miss Chick's fixing to throw something at me. Get my eyes checked.
That's okay, because we love Miss Chick.
I got mine checked.
I
the other
kind of
day.
got,
Did you?
Yep.
I kind of got a thing for her.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, all sorts of things blossom within
Should
this
I be
family.
worried?
Well,
Yes, worry. Jorge, thank you for coming in, brother.
Yeah.
We love you. Take
We
care of
love
the
you,
Time
man.
by the Ranch up there. Take care of yourself. Located 5 miles outside of
Give
town at the
Marcia
end of the
big
dirt road.
hugs and kisses for
I
us,
will
okay?
indeed. Take care of Nan for us.
See you in the blue room.
All right, brother. Take care. And Joe,
Yes, sir.
thank you for coming in, brother.
No
and,
problem.
And you take
and
care of Maria. We got to take care of
I'm-
them, buddy. That's what we
we
do.
got to. We got to
You
do
bet.
it, and I'll get with you. I'll get with you as soon as I get that deal taken care of.
Outstanding. Let me
We'll
know.
Show you what I got.
Let me know. We'll be proud to
betcha.
put them out there.
Heck yeah, me too.
All right, Joe. Thanks a lot.
Bye bye.
And Johnny Fly,
Yes.
I'm glad you made it in tonight, brother.
Well, I'm glad you had me, and it was a pleasure.
Yeah, we want you to get well. We want you to get back up on your feet and full of life just like you used to be. Kicking
Yeah,
down
I
doors,
think
taking names, baby.
Yeah. 1 or 2 months maybe I'll be out. I hope so.
I'm hoping we're sending up all sorts of good vibes to you, brother. Just take care of
I
yourself.
do appreciate that. Thank you.
All right.
Love you guys.
Love you back, brother. Take care. And Mitch,
Yes.
thank you for coming in. Always enjoy it.
Oh, John, you know I love coming in here.
It's a draw. What can you do? How's Julie?
Julie's well. She's away with her the synagogue sisterhood tonight.
Ah, out there. Good. Tell
Out
her we
there.
give her our best.
Not with them, yeah.
See, it's not just the speakers. We know their wives, their lovers. We know everything in this family, baby, and it's a big family. So yeah. Anyway, Miss
All
Chick.
right, well, good to hear from everybody tonight. Stay. Remember, everybody. Number 1, click like.
There
Number
you go.
2, if you're not subscribed, you're just kind of a douchebag.
At this point, come on, man. The button's right there. You know, we
Um,
got a bag
and
or
you
what?
really should, think of someone who you think is in your life that would benefit from being part of the family,
There you
and
go.
and turn them on.
We all know somebody.
Yep. All right, John. Take care. Best to the family.
Outstanding, Mitch. Thank you very much. And Miss Chick,
Yes, John.
thank you, baby, for being in here.
You're welcome. I wanted to add someone else in the Blue Dot family here who's having some difficulties, Cassie Hicks, and her list is long, and right now she's in a lot of pain while
Oh,
she's
Lord.
trying to figure out what's going on. But we just want to pass on that we're thinking about you, Cassie, and hang in
Yeah.
there.
Indeed.
Just
You know,
yeah.
again, I can't emphasize, you know, the some of the pain that this family goes through sometimes. And the stories are many in this family. I need to find something. Go ahead, Miss Chick.
Anyways, besides that, I do have some shares.
Go ahead.
Bonnie Smith Hood, I think she's from Pennsylvania, but I'm not positive. She shared your the live show the other day.
Really? Thank you very
Mhm.
much. We
She has
appreciate
relatives
that.
in Hawaii, and we hope all of those relatives are safe in Hawaii. I don't think they're on Maui, so I think they probably are safe.
Outstanding.
And we have some ranch shares.
Oh, yeah?
Charles Edward Similar from California. Lou Loco Wolf DePace. I'm not exactly sure where Lou is from, but I think it's a western place. Mick Schnorks from Minnesota. I love that name. That's a real name, by the way.
What is it again?
Schnorts.
Schnorts? Cool name.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah. John Royce from New York. And he says expand the Supreme Court to 11. We also have a group called Trump the Chump that shared you the other day.
Outstanding.
And Leon Todd. And he had a bit of a rant. I don't know. I screenshotted it. Maybe I can find it. Oh, let me see.
I'm trying to find Karen's post. I'll find it here. I got trying to take care of stuff I'm supposed to take care of.
Well, Leon said he just have to work for them, baby. Yeah. He's responding to what you had put in your rant. Yeah, Candyland, Clarence and his wife are getting their reparations for slavery right now, for sure. Yeah. I love Texas John's common sense and patriotic zeal. He speaks pretty colorful Tex French, too. I'm praying for you, brother.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that comment tremendously.
Yeah.
We appreciate everybody who participates in this, listens to it. I hope it stimulates conversation. I hope it stimulates, like they said, to find somebody else and bring them into the fold, baby, because we need everybody on the line, baby. That's what I've said from the beginning. Nobody stays in the bunker. Everybody on the line, baby.
Right.
That's the only way we win this shit. So, Miss Chick,
share this shit.
And share this shit. That's one way of doing it, right there.
That is.
Anyway, Miss Chick, thank you, and of course Bernadette.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, baby, for being here.
You're welcome.
Being my rock. I appreciate it. And by the way, I got your message. I called Bellico on her birthday.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I sang her happy birthday, baby.
Right.
Got her on the phone and sang it. Yeah, we ain't got a show, but I'm singing. So yeah, so happy birthday to her own Bellico. It was a great conversation I had.
Hugs.
Hugs, big time, baby.
Hugs, Bellico.
And she helped swing Ohio, baby. She helped swing it. Yes, she did. She walked to the polls,
true
baby.
Patriot, man.
I'm telling
you.
you.
To the polls.
Yeah,
okay.
and a wonderful heart.
Don't let them stop you.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
Anyway, Bertie, thank you very much, baby.
You're welcome.
And we'll be back here again on. No, wait, today's Thursday. Yeah, mañana. Mañana is Beer and Bud Friday. So again, put the beer on the ice. Get ready to get it nice and chill. Put the bud. Get ready to put it in the bowl. You can practice. Go ahead. I'm going to practice, and we'll get ready to slide into a weekend. But until then, take care of yourself. Help where you can. The biggest thing you can do is every day is try to put a smile on your face and pass it on to somebody else because somebody else needs it. Y'all say good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you again on Sunday night. Y'all